100 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Damn it, James.
What?
Why? Why does this keep happening? Why are we losing heroes left and right?
I know.
Let's look at it last week, shall we? Willie Mays.
Sure.
Bob, greatest baseball player of all time, maybe? Maybe.
Maybe.
Certainly in that conversation.
Maybe a cheater.
He might have been a cheater.
Could have been the greatest cheater.
Really? How, was he on the juice and we didn't know about it? I didn't know about it.
No, had an Astros type buzzer.
Oh, boy. I've not heard that story.
Tune into the Softcore History Patreon to learn all about why Willie Mays should be banished from the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. I've
And
never
while
heard
you're-
that story before.
While you're there, listen to my episode because I need to win.
That's right. You're on there. You're on there.
About using animals.
You're on a good pace.
Yeah, you're on a good pace.
Okay.
Right now. You're on a good
It
pace.
doesn't
right now.
sound promising. I
Watch
feel like
again.
you're lying to me.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody that's a nooner right now, go ahead and watch that again after this episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know I got to win.
You got to
get
win.
those numbers juiced.
Gotta
Gotta
win for
win.
Jesse. We also lost Donald Sutherland this last week.
A true creep.
And I thought, whoa, he was fine.
In a good way.
No. Oh, in the movies. Okay.
He was like the best
All
creep
right.
to ever creep
We're not
in the movies.
Our definition of creep is a little different than everybody else's.
He's an absolute goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, creep
The
is
goat
is-
of creepiness.
Nope, not doing that. That's insinuates that he's got a couple fingers
No,
where he
no.
shouldn't have them.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that.
God bless it, Jesse. These people are resting in peace, trying to, and then
Okay.
you're trying to wake them up.
Okay.
But then the biggest one hit, the bombshell hit. Shellshock hit today.
The bomb hit and you were shell-shocked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost Swifty. We lost Shifty, I'm sorry.
Swifty, my God. Breaking news, my God. Internet broken.
Shifty Shellshock is dead.
Yeah.
He's no longer with us anymore.
I knew him as Seth.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Seth
You guys were
Ben-
homies?
Seth Benzer, yeah, we were cool.
Bob, do you have a pic you could post of him real quick right there?
Yeah, here you go. Here's the whole band.
you.
band.
It's the guy in the middle.
Front and center. Come on.
the
we
guy.
got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But there's one that just really, you'll know every time, right? It's the picture of him with the hat, you know, the flat bill tattoo. Yeah, there we go.
Look at that.
Come, my lady.
Gassed up to the gills there. I love it. Joel, go ahead and give me 5 seconds of it, as loud as you can. I think you can get away with it on YouTube. Yeah, if you can hear that in the background right now.
I think we can hear it quite well.
Shell-shocked.
Okay,
Yep, thank
okay.
you.
Good job.
I think the rule is like
Good
7
job,
seconds
yeah.
on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But,
That's definitely not a rule.
Is it not?
Sure.
The 7 seconds, you can play whatever you want on podcast. I don't think that's real.
I think that's real. We
We're
were
gonna
actually
pretend.
given permission, by the way, to play full songs on ours. That's a true story. Spotify says they have a way to monetize it for the artist. So they're like, yeah, fire away. We have our own handler over there. We don't on YouTube.
Right.
You fucks.
Right.
But we do over at Spotify, so we can do it there. YouTube just started doing it with stories, so I think we can for 7 seconds. But
I don't think anyone works at YouTube.
I
think it's
don't either.
Yeah.
Automation.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
So
with
they
you, brother.
they just hear it as soon as they hear it, they
I'm
shut
with
it
you.
down. Yeah.
But there is one song we can play for him. Delco, go ahead and hit it. We lost an angel today. Yeah. Bob, put him up on screen. Let this moment be about him and not about yourself for once.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What
Look at him.
Look at him. What ended up happening to Shifty? How'd we lose him?
You know, not sure.
Oh,
Do you have any guesses? Do you have any guesses how we lost Shifty Shellshock?
49.
He was almost
shanked?
50.
Found
Ooh,
dead.
found dead. Apparent. We're gonna go with the first apparent heart attack, right? And then we'll do toxicology. No?
Probably.
There's not been a cause disclosed yet that I'm seeing.
Sure.
Yes, investigation is underway to determine the cause of death.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to take very long. Call me crazy. And my whole town crazy.
Right.
If you want
Call
to.
your entire
If you
town
want
crazy.
to, you can. But I think it'll be a matter of hours if the police don't already know already. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the best here. TMZ will let you know pretty quickly here. Do they have a story up of Shifty? I heard it
Of what?
from about 4950 family and friends this morning. So I didn't read TMZ. I was able to get it firsthand from friends.
Oh, really?
We're all
An
my whole
investi-
family's involved in this.
They're saying the same thing. An investigation is underway
Yeah.
to determine the cause of death.
Found dead. Probably they're not thinking foul play, but you never know. Old Seth, old Mr. Binzer. He had a couple brushes with the law, right? A couple of domestic violence, outstanding warrants,
Yeah.
DUIs, stuff
Yeah.
like this.
What's your first guess, guys?
I want to say drugs, but I think it was just a good old fashioned
Widowmaker.
heart exploded. Yeah.
Okay.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. Same.
49. Clean life. Clean living.
Yeah, or fentanyl. I'm probably gonna go with fentanyl on this one. Just a guess.
Yeah.
That's my guess, and I apologize if it's wrong. To all of the Shellshock fans out there, if I am wrong on this, I apologize to you. I know we're all going through it today.
Did they say found unresponsive or hang on? Because passed away Monday at a residence in LA.
So not his own.
Not his own.
Yeah.
So what would be fun is if there was a little bit of maybe possible foul play.
It would be, but I think they would say that right now.
No.
Right now, I'm reading the article here. It's just coming in. When the police arrived and opened the door, they found Mr. Shellshock on the floor, and one butterfly flew out of the room.
And they knew. They didn't even need to check the pulse. He may still be alive.
Yeah.
They were like, that's it. That's all I needed. Yep.
Because you are my butterfly, my sugar, my baby. And,
Who, I am?
well, he was. And then you've obviously become that over the years and kind of grown on me a little bit. But right now, he was pretty much my focus. Show that one, Bob, that picture real quick.
And
Check out the guy in the background. Did they not tell him to open his eyes, or was that on purpose?
I was going to say my favorite member and the one I kind of gravitated towards was that guy in the back.
What do you think, bass player or drummer?
He's got to be a
Bass.
bass.
I think
Oh, yeah, because I think the guy with the star on his nipple is probably the...
Yeah, he's drummer, right?
Drummer.
He's got to be drummer.
Oof, tough call, though, between the two of them. It's a coin toss here. The black guy, security, or was he actually in the band? Do we know that?
I think he was in the band. He had probably a couple of hype lines. You know what I mean?
Sure. Sugar, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he was that guy.
yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All
I
right.
think he probably had like a verse. I think he had a verse on that
No idea.
song.
No
No?
idea. Don't know him very
They
well.
crossed a couple genres with that song.
All of them.
Remember?
Genres, countries, cultures, religions.
It was like a pop,
think-
rock, rap.
It was everywhere.
I think Starnips was actually the bassist, it looks like.
Starnips was?
He's
Yeah,
giving,
Starnips was the bassist.
All right.
It would appear that there are two lead singers, both Shifty Shellshock and this guy in the tracksuit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Don't know
Dual
him.
lead singers. I think maybe the black dude was the drummer.
Boy, Bob, that's
Gosh,
pretty
you think?
presumptuous, because drums came from Africa.
No.
God damn it, Bob. We're not doing that today. We're not getting racial today. We're going to get into some serial killer stuff today, some other weird fun stuff today. Today's going to be a blast. Today could be our best show ever, so you're in for one today.
Oh, okay.
I'm absolutely excited about what is happening today all the way around.
Serial
Ariana
killer.
Grande
Yeah.
did a dinner. Now, we've all done this game.
Podcast, yeah.
Yeah, she did a podcast and said, who's your dream dinner? Who's your dream dinner guest?
Dinner guest, yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer's who she named. And I like that.
I do too.
I'm a big fan of that. Now, people are pretty pissed at Miss Grande, Miss Big.
Well, out of context, I'm sure that's right. If you don't let her finish, let me finish. Let me finish.
I don't think you can even say that as one of the guests if you're her. Me, yes. I could say fucking OJ, Jeffrey, and Epstein. Who else? Weinstein. Great guest list right there.
Right.
But pretty hilarious coming out of her mouth. What was the reasoning behind it, Bob?
She just wanted to pick his brain.
Yeah.
Also,
Boy.
great answer.
Is that-
Sorry, she wants to be entertaining.
I don't.
Yeah, like I love the answer because I actually know if she thinks the way that I do, I know exactly what she's saying, which is like I just am fascinated.
Remember when John Cena was asked about his guilty pleasure in front of like a few other actors, and they were giving off like bullshit answers, like "Oh, Finding Nemo," and he's just like, "No, that's like a universally beloved movie."
Yeah, it's not a
And then
guilty pleasure.
he mentions like a 1970s or 80s porno, and everyone's like, "What is that?" And he's just like, "Look it up."
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have-
Exactly right. Like when they go, oh, she's super raw. They're telling it all. And it's like, sometimes I feel bad about how I look. And you're like, she got so real.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is real.
I have the clip if you want it.
Scroll through
Can
it. Yeah.
we or no?
Can we do it, you think?
It's not.
Or maybe just
we
the audio.
already-
Maybe just the audio.
Yeah,
How about
yeah,
that?
yeah,
We'll just
yeah.
do the
Okay.
audio.
Years ago, before the Dahmer series, before it was in a Q&A with fans, with young fans. It was young fans at the time. It was like, I think it was like in between, like me being Kat and
Christ,
pop
she's
stuff.
dumb.
So it was like a younger group.
She's perfect.
But it was with a parent.
Rob
Someone
Strimko.
said, if you could have dinner with anyone living or dead, who would it be? And I was like, oh, you're so cute. Who, Mom and Dad, is it okay if I give the real answer? And they were like, sure, I guess. What's the answer? And I was like, I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer's pretty fascinating. I think I would have loved to have met him. Wow. Like, you know, maybe with a third party or something involved. But I have questions. I have a lot to, I don't know. I would love to. And the parents were like,
She's such a fucking dummy. She's the dumbest person alive.
Bob.
Clever, and she's
Bob
a genius.
Bob,
will
she's number
take
2.
it.
She's number 2. I got one
Anyway.
underneath it. I got one underneath it. You guys know her. I got one underneath it for sure, but whatever.
Famous or not?
No, it's around here, bro. But with this, I would say probably can't do that in front of parents. You know? Is
She
it okay
asked.
if I ask?
Yeah.
Is Jeffrey Dahmer what she expect
That
to
is-
come out of Ariana Grande's mouth after a concert
Yeah,
of
the
fans
parents
got
are
blown to
explaining.
pieces?
Yeah.
He was a homosexual who murdered other homosexuals. What's a homosexual? Okay, well,
Even
I guess you're
her-
a little bit.
Even her saying like, parents, can I say it? It's like, sure. Thinking she's going to cut. I don't know. Like say something.
That's not
that-
permission. Yeah, it's like, what do you like to do for fun? Oh, parents, can I give the real
Can I
answer?
give the real
I
answer?
put things
Yeah.
up my asshole.
Yeah.
Anything you
What
can
else?
imagine.
Anyone else?
I strangle bait to near death.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me
But it's
tell
like
my
I
6-year-old.
asked. She's saying like I asked permission. They said yes. Of course. Because their kid just finally got to ask Ariana Grande something. They're not going to say no. Don't say it, please. Right?
I hope that kid goes up and skins her alive one day. You know, just
Also-
wears her face. Just because of the answer and all of
such
it,
a
like she loved it.
Again, yeah.
Weird
Love it.
answer from her because she has, more than any of us, more than anyone who works here except probably Dan, has been face to face with death, literally, and a murderer.
And talks about it being like, you know, she has PTSD from it and like
And then
all of
she's
this.
like, you know what would be fun?
Dahmer, and I'm only saying that because I'm just fascinated.
Like, you've seen it. You have seen innocence ripped to shreds in front of you.
Gosh, I cannot pin this gal down.
She's the dumbest girl in the film. I'm telling. There's no mystery. She's the dumbest person ever,
Is
and I've
she?
I've
Or
had
is
that confirmed behind the scenes.
Or is she the smartest person? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I just behind the scenes, everybody says she's the dumbest person alive.
Because there's an explanation for that I would buy and that would play. There's an explanation for wanting to sit down with Dahmer.
Would you say that in front of somebody's kids? If a fan
No,
came up to you
dude.
and said, hey, my
No.
kids are huge fans of yours. Can you please tell them who you would love to have dinner with?
No.
Yep.
No.
Jeffrey
but
Dahmer.
I'm saying if it was on this podcast, right, and she said it, there's a way to explain that you would go, all right, I mean, okay.
100%. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, I'd love to have dinner with Lee Harvey Oswald. That's real. Just to see what happens, right? Like, what was going on that day, brother? What was the movie you were watching? Were you pissed you didn't get to finish it? That would be awesome. But
Right.
instead, this was in front of somebody's parents and their children. So
Yeah.
it's a lot. She's a fucking moron, though. There's no...
Hard to disagree.
No, Bob. I can promise you. I can put you on the phone with
Boss
with
bitch.
everybody on that team.
Boss bitch.
That is a fucking built. That is the only probably industry plant that I will agree with everybody on. Of like, hey, if that shit is real, that's one of them. That's what she's a fucking moron, dude.
Okay.
She's no Celine Dion, okay? She's no hero
No.
like Celine Dion.
Yes.
And I was unaware that she had a documentary coming out. What, Jessie?
Gosh, you are going rogue today.
This is
Okay.
where we're going today. Here's the image that they've
You are
released from the
going
documentary.
rogue.
Put it on screen, Bob. Look at that. Oh, Celine. Oh, why would you do
Why
this
is this?
documentary?
Why is this funny to you,
Wait,
Rob?
can I make this a meme real quick? When you invite Jeffrey Dahmer to dinner and he start talking.
Yeah, yeah. And you're Ariana Grande. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and you think it's all super cute, and then you're like immediately fucking terrified.
You put the Ariana Grande
He
quote over
smells,
her
he's
head and then the
drunk,
quote
like-
above it for the meme. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he comes in just like a weird old army jacket, blood stains, stinky, like unkempt,
Yeah.
wasted Scotch breath, and he's like, "Hey," and she's like, "I immediately regret this decision." You know what I mean? Not cute anymore, is it? Is it Bob's wife?
Man, look at that. Look at Celine. Put it up again. This should haunt your fucking dreams.
Yeah. So this,
I wasn't expecting to see this when I woke up this
I
morning.
don't know if this documentary is out yet, but I know they've done screenings and stuff for it recently.
It'll be out at Christmas. That's Celine Dion's thing. It'll be out at Christmas for everyone to unenjoy their Christmases.
When is it coming
How
out?
do I make you feel miserable at Christmas? I know. Let's put out a documentary of me with this image today.
Yeah, so they show in this documentary, they show like the full spasm,
Okay.
which in a weird way I think is good because there is a portion of people, not saying me, not going to say me,
Okay.
that think like, what is stiff? I mean, what
Is this
really? Well, you go like, is it in your mind? Does it really happen? Is it really just I get a little bit of pain sometimes? It is fucking gnarly. Like showing her like spasms out of nowhere and stuff. Like it is apparently insane. To where you go, okay, Celine, we get it. If you come back at all, like it is a comeback story that is amazing, right? Which I think, again, was probably the way to go, unfortunately. Unfortunately, just because it's such an unknown disease that you just go, every time she's talking about it, she looks fine. She's done all these things. And
Yeah.
you're just like, what is this really, please? This is what it is, really. And she goes full into it.
Pop that pick up again, Bob. There you go. Now, the only thing about that, what, Jesse? People need to see this. The only thing that I wish they would have done here is put her on a Titanic door, like from the movie,
Ooh, that would have been good.
and then that could have shocked her. Are they shocking her there, electrocuting her? What are they doing to her there? Looks like is that a phone or a metal pole that's jammed in her back?
He
Masseuse
has
is
a-
on the phone there.
Masseuse is on the phone, I think.
Why
they're
is
calling.
he shirtless?
He's not shirtless.
In the background?
Not
That's
even
a black
close to
shirt.
shirtless.
Oh, sorry. It's the light on this. Okay. All right. Sorry, the bright light's big city over here, and that's a shadow from where I'm sitting. The shadow just looks like a ripped black guy, like all
Right.
jacked up, like shirtless, and I was like, well, shit. All right. I mean, I guess her husband's dead, and if she's got to go through floppy body, you might as well hire a ripped black guy to kind of massage you naked out of this.
Stiff person.
What's that? Oh, is it not floppy body? It's stiff person? It's the opposite. I get those confused every time. Farsighted, nearsighted, it's the same thing for me. So this is stiff person syndrome, and then they shock her out of it, and that's in the trailer, you said?
In the trailer, no, it's not in the trailer. I've just heard from people that have gone to the screening.
Is there footage, Bob?
I think there may be a trailer, right? Yeah. Or clips or whatever.
Oh,
but
if there's a clip. Yeah, go to Twitter, see if there's a...
Look at you just acting like you're on Patreon.
Who, me or him?
Yeah, you.
Well, we're on the fucking thing here. We're on Twitter. Is that a no-no? Are we doing it out of school?
Yeah, so they may not
Speaking
show
out of
it
school?
in the trailer. But
Come on, give me something here. Give me a seizure.
it does sort of look like that, I guess.
Pop on over to TMZ. I guarantee they have it. TMZ doesn't give a fuck.
Also,
Yeah.
maybe we don't go full screen. We go picture in picture.
Yeah, right here.
There you
Yeah,
go.
let's do that. We'll go picture in picture with it. Okay, there you go.
But I have to admit, it's been a struggle. I miss it so much. The people. I miss them. If I can't
All right, press pause. It'll definitely ding us for this.
Okay.
Because they're gonna crank that into the Titanic song. I can feel it. I know what's coming. That slow piano in the background is gonna lead into that, and then it'll be some triumphant thing where
Yeah.
she stands up after having the seizure
Yeah.
and just yes, and the doctor's gonna be holding her from behind like she's fucking Kate Winslet on the deck or the bow.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Ship.
I don't know if you're on the right side of history here.
With what?
Whatever you're doing with this.
I want to see it.
Celine.
I want to see it. I want us
Celine's
to
story.
sit down opening night.
Okay.
You and I watch this together.
Okay, I will.
I just think, me personally, today, you're saying I'm on the wrong side of history. That's not true. You, I think, have never believed in this and believed in her or this disease. And I want that on the record.
Yeah.
You've always had a smirk or a chuckle. I remember one time you picked up our kid's macaroni and cheese and you threw it at the TV screen when she came on and did an interview. And you said, you're a liar.
Yeah.
You're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
So I think you need to see this. I've always accepted who she was and all the fun stuff.
You've always accepted stiff person syndrome as a real thing.
I knew it can hit you at any time.
I don't think.
I almost had it right there. It can hit you any time. Jesse.
No, it's not like that.
It is like that. And you're going to learn about it in the documentary. And I think that's when you need to apologize to everyone. And I think if it comes out at Christmas, that's just a guess. I have no idea. I haven't looked at it yet. I think
Make sure we save this clip.
2025 is the apology tour for Jessie Wiseman. And you probably should do a whole show on it.
I need the whole clip of him doing the stiff person.
Stop. Because I know what it is.
No, I know. I just need. No, I just
know
need the whole clip saved.
What's going on? And then Jessie will be on this apology tour for all of next year after this doc comes out. Because my God, man, when I saw that picture from the other page, Bob, if you want to pop it back up one more time, I knew this was the end result right here, and you never did. Show the audience. There it is.
I just think with the masseuse being on the phone is really throwing me, right? You guys?
Well,
Where it's
now
like,
that I
what?
can...
It's an app. He's getting readings. You know?
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh, okay.
He's like, Miss Dion, you are 80% stiff right now.
Oh,
It
okay,
is no
okay.
good. We must unstiffen you more.
It feels like one person's scrolling and the other person is having a horrific. Do you know what I'm saying?
Or
I'm saying
he's
this
taking
picture.
a selfie of for Tinder of him and Celine Dion going through this, and that's fun. Where you just that's your Tinder profile pic is, what do you do? I'm busy. I'm a busy masseuse. I've got a client. You might know her. She's got stiff person syndrome, and I'm with her a lot of the day.
Right.
But I have my nights free to go out and grab some food at Macaroni Grill if you do.
So
and then
hit me up.
Hit me up.
Yeah.
So that we could have been at the tail end of that. So maybe he's just kind of. I haven't been on a dating app, Delco. Do you have to put it in a circle and kind of crop out everything?
What do you crop now?
For Tinder, your profile pic, what do you do for that? Do you crop it out? Is it a circle or is it a square?
No.
No.
What is it?
You have a
it's-
bunch of pics for
You
Tinder.
just have a bunch of images and it's a full image.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even better.
Almost like
So he
an
can just lead
Instagram.
with this, and he doesn't even have to crop it out. So that's awesome. So he's probably just uploading it there, right there. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Like this guy, Tyler, 27. Great.
That dude is not 27.
He
Yeah,
sure
please,
is
if
in his
he's a
mind.
day.
In his mind, he
He's
is.
40 if he's a day.
And then he could just put, the masseuse can put him and her in that pic together and just say, hey, my nights are free. Mm-hmm. And we can hang out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. I can't wait to watch this. And
You're
and
going to be.
you deserve this.
You are gonna
You've never
be-
believed in it.
No. Along with a lot of things, I kind of need.
Proof?
I need proof with a lot of stuff. To do with women's neuroses.
Jessie, believe all women. And this is one you didn't believe in. And now here she is for all the world to see.
Yeah.
And you're going to be one of those.
I'm like a doctor from like the 50s.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, go home. You're crazy.
Smoking a cigarette.
Smoking a cigarette. These ladies are just going nuts, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe any of them. If they have any pain or anything, I'm like, you are a psycho.
The Jessie Wiseman 2025 apology tour will be a real thing next year. We're going to get T-shirts, and we'll make cities that you're going to stop in and say hi to people and ask for forgiveness, all right? I just thought about this, by the way. Shit, because she's still alive.
Yes.
Shifty Shellshock is dead.
Yeah.
That means Jimmy Carter outlived Shifty Shellshock.
Yes. Let's
There was
take...
never a chance he wouldn't.
Yeah.
He's 49. 49 years old.
Yeah.
Jimmy's lived double, literally double his life.
But Shifty internally, 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
He's done things to his body that Jimmy Carter can't imagine.
Yes.
As a Christian.
Yeah. Carter,
Boy.
peanuts. Shifty, do you know what I'm saying?
Do we have a graphic that we're able to put? Are we doing 100 for 100?
We're doing the actual
100
days.
to 100, yeah.
But we're doing the actual day countdown. So today is
Pop it up on screen.
98 days to 100.
No way. Look at that Carter clock. Is it up on screen?
Is it on?
Not on our side. We can't
It's on
see
screen.
it.
It's
Oh,
on.
it is.
oh.
Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, the red line didn't go over it, so we didn't know.
We
Delco.
don't know.
We didn't know.
So listen.
98 days to 100. It's our Carter clock.
Yeah.
It's ticking, guys. We're not rooting for
And-
death. We're rooting for a president who wasn't beloved.
Well, we just find it interesting the people that are going down before him, right?
Which is everyone. He's like
Which is
George,
everyone.
He's like George W. Bush. You know what I mean? Like not really liked in office, but everyone kind of warmed up to him after he left. It's
Right.
Like, oh, cute. He builds houses now. Like, oh, cute. He paints now.
Was it the warm?
Yeah. Yeah.
Delco.
Every
just-
time.
Every
I'm gonna
time
add
he's
a
warm.
ticking time clock to the soundboard, though.
Oh, perfect.
I think
Perfect.
that'll
Yeah, because we're going to need the graphic and then the time clock. So, again, you've named all, just in the week or past 2 weeks, it's like people that you
It's
go,
nuts.
what? I know.
And then JC's still alive. Jimmy Carter's still alive.
Jimmy Carter.
That's a great graphic. Put that up one more time. Who did this? I'm proud of you guys.
Joel.
Joel, you knocked it out of the park today.
Joel knocked it out. We figured out.
98 days to 100.
Yeah.
And the Carter clock is officially started here.
This man's on cruise control.
Yep.
He's going to blow by that.
Dude, he is just resting easy.
Yeah, sure is.
Worked his whole life. Now he's finally resting. You know what I mean? He'll do that forever.
When I started to process the news of Shifty Shellshock dying this morning in the shower, that was the first thing that popped into my mind was, oh my God, Jimmy Carter's still alive. The other thing that popped in my mind was, do you realize this was last October now? So we're almost coming up on a full year where I predicted on this show that he would die before Christmas of last year. We are fucking 8 months past that. No lie, Bob. I thought you were fucking retarded for saying that.
Well, listen, if
Not
you
a bit, baby.
Yeah, if you want to talk about what you were saying, like let's talk about what we were actually saying, which is not a fucking prayer, not
Bob
for
was
a
the
long,
only
long
one.
time.
Bob was the only one though that said more than a year, and I was
Right.
like, "There's no fucking way, dude.
Do you want
There's
to
no way."
apologize? I think you should
Me?
apologize.
Yeah, do you want to apologize?
Yes,
Oh,
I do.
great.
After and it, you know what?
Not expecting that.
It wasn't because it wasn't Willie Mays or Donald Sutherland. It was Shifty Shellshock, and
Is that the one that?
that's the one that really pushed it over the edge for me. And he doubled his life. Doubled his life.
I
Yeah.
think when he turns 100, we do a mea culpa episode where every person that died before him in the last year, we now have to like apologize for.
I will do that. I'll do a full fucking hour on Jimmy Carter. Let's do it.
Like, just think about this. This picture was taken like 8 months ago.
It was. Remember, we brought this up on the show. Shifty Shellshock, half his age, dead. Carter
8
appears
months
to be
ago.
dead, and that was 8 months ago.
8 months.
He's
ago.
still alive. Son of a bitch, man. What are we doing here? Or what are we doing wrong? Oh, boy. It's nuts, man. It's absolutely fucking nuts.
Is he doing it at home?
Yeah, he's at home.
He's at home.
That helps.
He's at home.
That helps.
Does it?
And
You're in a hospital. Gang.
Every
you're
day
gone.
he's awake. He's like listening to books and
Yes,
all this stuff. He's got
dude.
activities.
Yes,
But
he's got like
I guess, look,
all the things that keep you alive, and you're home, and
you're sleeping and having some fun and pills and all the other stuff. Sure, I get it, but still, it's in the middle of Georgia. It's not great there this time of year. It's real hot.
he's not outside.
But the sights and the sound. He doesn't have like the ocean breeze or anything
Doesn't
like that.
need it.
Doesn't have
Doesn't
any
need
of
it.
that.
Well, we don't know. Maybe he's on psychedelics in this photo.
Oh,
Now here we fucking go.
great possibility. Great possibility.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Because at that point, why wouldn't you just do fucking acid every day?
Oh, all of it.
Yeah.
Like
all the things.
all of it.
All the things.
I
man.
want to have in my like living will, that kind of shit. Where it's like if I'm at a certain point, if I'm in hot whatever it is,
Just put a little tab on your tongue.
give me all the things I couldn't do in life, you know?
Yeah. And so, Bob, if you'll indulge me here, can you go back to that Celine Dion pic from Carter? Which would you rather be? Just put it on screen. Which would you rather be, Jimmy Carter or Celine Dion right now?
Jimmy Carter.
Same.
Jimmy.
Yeah, no
Jimmy
one's,
looks
no one's gonna
better
pick,
than Celine Dion.
no one's gonna pick Celine.
Celine Dion, go back to that picture, had just saw the fucking devil walk into her goddamn room.
Yes.
Jimmy Carter, chill as fuck. That picture was taken at his wife's funeral, for
look at
Christ's
this.
sakes.
You
He was
got-
chill.
You've got begging for death,
Yep.
Yes.
enjoying life.
Enjoying life.
One saying, wow.
Yeah.
One saying,
Wow.
no.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. And then the other one just hoping her heart goes on. Oh, boy. Yeah, look, the day we have it, I wished. If it paired up with our episode 1000 for Ross
my
Passion
God,
Revolution, I
mean-
wish. Holy shit.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
We're
but we will
hoping.
have a 100-year party for
Thousand?
Carter.
Oh.
No, for Carter.
Oh my
for
gosh,
Jimmy
yeah.
Carter. We'll have a cake. We'll do all of it, all the things, and we'll have the whole studio involved on that day.
And I believe he would be the first president to be 100 years old.
Ooh.
I
now
don't
this
think any-
gets
I think you're
you.
right. I
don't
think he
think-
is the oldest living president of all time, right?
He is already. He already has that record. He would be the first president in triple digits.
To ever crack triple dig.
Yeah.
Wow.
The first Bush, what did he make it to?
91, I think.
A little old. Yeah, it was mid-90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't even make Luff balloons like
Bush
Carter.
part
was
one.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
94. Pathetic.
Yeah, nice
yeah.
try. Nice try.
Half a decade later, here's Jimmy, you know?
Ronald Reagan was 93. Nixon definitely didn't top that. Yeah, it's I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Trump feels like the type of person who will live forever.
I don't think you will.
And I think
I think you have to have that type of body. I'm being totally dead serious when I say this. Everybody that has lived into their fucking, well, except for one I can name, but most everybody who's got that small frame like that, like your grandma, they've been able to do it and live, same with my grandparents as well, where it just takes a smaller frame. I don't think I've seen a big person, live that long to 100.
No,
That's true. Height is actually weight is dependent. Once you get over a certain age, everyone's kind of fat, but height is typically knocks years off your life. W might be a good candidate then because he's got the bloodline.
He does.
Yes.
To go into the 90s.
Yep.
Yes.
And he's got the technology.
He'll have the tech and he's fit. Like he's a pretty fit guy.
And he has a hobby. He paints.
He does.
Yes.
And he loves it.
Yes.
So he might hit a hunch. But JC could etch his name in there first. And I think that would be a big accomplishment for him.
I think for sure, yeah.
What if he dies like the day before?
Like Betty White.
Don't.
Hey.
Don't.
Remember what happened with Betty White?
Don't you dare.
No, because Betty was spiking the football, and the Grim Reaper don't like a showboater.
Man, Betty
Yeah, she
did
was, right?
People magazine cover. She did the documentary. She did all of it. They did the party that they already shot on NBC, like live on stage.
That's what you cannot do.
Cannot.
What you have to do
boy.
is just be fucking chill.
Low profile.
Low
Yeah.
profile, chill in your house with your fucking blanket on.
She missed it by
Right?
like 2 weeks.
It was less than that, I
I
think.
think
Yeah, it
it was
could've been.
literally days.
Shit.
Betty
I
White,
think.
it was you're right. It was a little over 2 weeks. She
Okay.
she died December 31st, 2021. Her birthday is January 17th. Can't be doing that shit.
No.
Elijah Hill's saying there's so many ghost bed ad possibilities this episode. There really is.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
to
yeah.
choose from here today.
Does Ghostbed do a hospice? One of those?
Yeah, with the adjustable
little-
base. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I would absolutely say that's.
And then
yes.
you get your mattress cover on there. Have to.
For Celine, we'll be doing
No,
that
for
during
a
the
car-
ad read today.
For a Carter.
Oh, if there was a fucking
Yeah,
Jimmy
look.
Carter cover for the mattress, a whole face of him like that. Damn, that would be awesome, dude. Just snacking on a little peanut in his mouth.
Yeah.
Be awesome, dude.
Right. Hammer.
Yeah. Is there?
Peanut
I'll tell you
hammer.
what. Let's plan this out now, Bob. Go to eBay, and then type in Jimmy Carter memorabilia, and then we'll kind of pre-plan for the 100th birthday party on the set.
But this
I
is
don't
what
wanna
you
get
can't
I
do,
don't
yeah,
want to get too it's like
because-
it'll be fun if we do it, but if we set up a whole thing,
Betty White.
God
We're gonna
hate-
Betty White him.
God hates headlines.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna Betty White him.
Who's saying I want him to live?
Oh, don't do it, Bob. He's trying to sabotage.
No. God, just
He's trying to
let's
sabotage.
look up some memorabilia, some fun things of Jimmy that we can put up.
Blood will be on your hands.
Yeah,
Would it-
exactly. I think an Etsy
Is that a
might
peanut
be a more
chair?
fun.
Look at that. What,
This
is
is
that
a peanut cane, I think maybe.
Oh,
my
fuck
gosh,
you, dude.
A peanut cane.
Peanut handle walking cane.
Add it to the cart.
Yeah.
All in on that. Bookmark that for sure, Bob. What's the wait? Go back up. Is that paint with his face in the middle there, like an easel?
It's a dish. It's like a
dish.
decorative dish. You
dish,
got to remember,
yeah.
he was running for president in the 70s.
Sure was. So, Jesse, let me ask you this, because you're a world-renowned chef. Is that for deviled eggs?
No,
Are you sure?
It's a decorative plate.
It's not. You can't put deviled eggs in those little holes.
What does it say? Memorabilia dish
From
for-
Plains, Georgia.
From
That's where he
Plains, Georgia.
lives.
Yeah, no. I think those are like rocks, right?
Yeah, they're like little, oh man, what do you call them?
Whatever, like
Yeah.
glass, like
Yeah,
fucking,
Be nice if we could pull those out and
and
pop
do a deviled egg.
kind of
Yeah,
pop
yeah,
a deviled
yeah,
egg
yeah,
in there.
yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
really nice.
Yeah. What's that?
Oh,
Little
shit.
peanut dude
Hey,
there.
you know my
Toy.
father has his autograph.
this.
My father has his autograph.
I think we need this. It's a
that
little-
looks fun.
It's a peanut.
Yeah, we'll get a
Jimmy
couple of
Carter.
those that kind of bobble around and walk around the set.
Little child's toy.
Well, or adult toy. Like, yeah, we'll have those on set. We'll have those popping off that day for sure.
Not an
I like that a
adult
lot.
Toy. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Anything's an adult toy if you want it to be.
It
yeah,
sure
it
is.
depends on where you put it.
sure is. Sure is. What do we got up next? Scroll down that list there.
See here. Some pictures.
Go. I tell you what, Bob, go to the top and do highest price first. Just out of curiosity, I wonder what they're running for the highest price. Is there something you can buy with him that's signed maybe? Did he sign a peanut at any chance? Like,
Or
we
like a
got
birdhouse, maybe?
campaign memorabilia.
boo.
Yeah, I don't really care about that.
Me neither.
Uh,
Are those pins from the actual campaign?
This is Carter Mondale campaign pin.
That's not bad, but I want that. I want that peanut stick.
The
I want that
cane is
cane.
one of the more expensive ones, it would seem, all things considered. It's not a great market. He was a simple man. He was a humble man.
Yeah, I just feel like
I mean, here's a comb.
Oh, and it says his name on it?
Yeah, re-elect President Carter.
And they were just kind of handing out combs back in the day. Remember those days? Look at those days. That seems fun. Here's a shiny little comb for you and your kid. Vote for Jimmy Carter.
yeah.
And
how
it's
they
also got a
knew.
ruler next to it, Bob. If you can put that over there, that's a 4.5-inch comb.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Look at the craftsmanship.
Nice little pocket comb. People used to need those.
They sure did.
Yeah, before the hippies just started.
Yep. Before the man buns showed up and ruined everything.
No respect.
Type in signed Jimmy Carter memorabilia, and let's see what it's running there for Jimmy. My dad's got a signed picture of him.
Yeah,
I'd like to
just
put
feel
that on
like
set, I
You're
think.
going. I feel like you're going too far down. The hubris.
I feel like I'm going. I don't feel like I'm going far
road,
enough
and
here.
I just feel like this is the kind of stuff that gets you. That gets you dead at 99.
Look
You know
at
what
that.
I mean?
Look at that.
This
Okay,
is
go
the
down.
kind of stuff.
What's that sign for? Oh, is that a baseball card? Did he sign a fucking baseball card of himself?
It looks like something like that. No, this is just his autograph.
But it's certified by Beckett.
Yeah.
Okay. Who does the baseball
Just-
cards?
There were collector cards though of Jimmy Carter somewhere.
Damn, dude.
Right.
Okay.
But you can get his book
Signed book.
Keeping
There
the
you
faith.
go. Keeping the faith.
Let's see here. Yeah. Oh,
Look at that. We found it. Banger for the
Yes.
set.
Yes.
$219 signed by Jimmy Carter.
Done. Okay, so Bob, because you always reference him and the fucking hammer and building shit all the time, here's the bet I'll make you live on air. Okay? Can't go anywhere. We're live on YouTube today. I will buy you personally this signed picture of Jimmy Carter with the hammer here for the 100th birthday. And that'll be for me showing you respect for not believing in you and Jimmy, okay?
Okay.
Deal?
Okay.
Come on, Jimmy.
All right.
Let's go.
It's a nice picture. I'll get it framed. I'll go to Michael's.
It'd be great.
I'll go to Michael's and I will walk into Michael's.
98 days till we get that photo for the softcore
exactly.
history set.
Can I have help?
Exactly.
Can I have help, guys?
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
have there, sir? Oh, I need something, a beautiful frame, an 8x10 for
Why don't you
it's
shadow
signed
box it?
Jimmy Carter.
Shadow box it. Put a little hammer in there.
Yeah, put a little tiny hammer in there. I bought this old hammer down the street at an Ace Hardware.
Shadow box it with a bunch of peanut shells kind of at the bottom
Oh,
of the shadow box.
make it feel like an old Texas Roadhouse. Right at the
Listen.
bottom of it. Oh, man.
Now we're talking.
Hey, 97 more sleeps, guys.
Yep.
97 more sleeps until this goes down.
You're being a saboteur.
I'm not.
You are.
I am rooting
are.
for this. I want it to happen. I want to see that photo on the Softcore History site. I want to see it every day. I want a nice little reminder of it, of Jimmy Carter and all that he's done. Mm-hmm. Now, on the reverse of this, Bob, since you are on eBay, and this is a remember show for Shifty Shellshock, is there any signed Shifty Shellshock memorabilia?
And how much is it going for now?
We should just take a little peeksies. That's all I'm asking for today. Nothing.
There's stuff.
Are you sure? Crazy Town?
Yeah.
Is
Shifty Shellshocked, hand-signed autograph guitar, $500.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. That's a lot. It's a lot for Shifty.
All right, Shifty Shellshock signed microphone, also $500.
Still a lot.
By the way, I like
have
that.
a feeling
I
those-
like that though for the studio.
Yeah, but
Here's
I
some
have a
cheaper-
feeling they jacked up those prices this morning here.
Here's some cheaper guitars. Here's a signed photo.
Okay.
Okay.
Another
Yeah.
Signed photo, $99.99. Signed T-shirt that you could wear
That you
I don't
can wear.
Yeah, I don't want to wear it, Bob. I don't.
for the show, you know?
You can wear it.
I mean, here, we're getting down to like $18 for like a signed photo.
Okay.
Signed Revolving Door CD from their album, $268.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scroll up. Here's what I'll do. I'll bookmark that guitar and wait a week, so those prices drop down to where they should
So
be.
the highest one's
That's a little high, guys.
the highest one's $500. I've got some guitars here for $360 as well.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
I would do the
We
microphone.
got a beautiful space right here to put a nice guitar.
Yeah,
I can
I
write. There's
mean-
plenty of space behind me as well
Yeah.
to put that Shifty Shellshock guitar up. I think it would only be right after today. You know, still want to learn about that cause of death too. Probably going to wait until I get the official word on that. In case it's something real disgusting that I probably shouldn't have up on set or something like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
No, I
maybe
got
he
you.
had Olsen twins figurines from like season 1 of Full House stuffed up his ass or something like that, and it was like, oh, the autopsy revealed something shocking out of Shifty. He had 2 Olsen twins, one years old, the Tanners, stuffed up his ass, the originals from '91, and it's like we had to remove those from his rectum,
Yeah.
and then asked his loved ones if where we send him.
It's the last thing you want, poorly like you have like a wall of just poorly stacked child pornography that collapses and crushes you to death.
Yeah, want to make sure that
Yeah.
we're on the right side of history with this one.
Yeah.
Because when they don't
Yeah.
tell you right away, I immediately expect the worst, and then I don't want to have some Shifty Shellshock memorabilia.
Yeah, they're definitely being very.
Shifty, or you can say it.
Yeah.
You can say it today.
Yeah. Do you have that? The Seinfeld thing? No, come on, man. Oh, I got you. Just
boy.
one, just a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. We needed
it today.
for that. Yeah,
Oh, we needed it today.
for that.
God damn it! I will buy that guitar. I'll have that guitar soon.
Okay.
Soon enough. Again, gonna give it a couple weeks here. Watch the Brat's documentary over the weekend. First of all, love the Brat Pack. Love all of those movies. They're my faves, still are, and they hold up. If you haven't watched one recently, they all still hold up. They're on rerun, what seems like nonstop on like regular TV still. And everybody's like, oh, remember when movies used to be awesome? Yes, the movies used to be awesome. So you and I turned into this. Yeah, you can pop it up on screen there. And
Made by Andrew McCarthy.
In the back.
The one in the very back.
we're in the very back
The
right.
small mouth.
Yep, if you're watching on YouTube right now. And the guy on the far left, Judd Nelson, nowhere near this documentary. So not real sure why they have him on the poster for
How
this.
much Estevez did we get?
A
Lot.
good amount.
Yeah, you got a good amount of
Estevez. A good amount of pretty much everyone else in there. We got a Demi.
Oh, yeah, you even got Demi Moore, for
got a
Christ's
Demi
sake.
Did you get
More.
RDJ?
No, because he really wasn't in it.
Yeah.
He didn't, he did Less Than Zero and Johnny Be Good, which is one of my personal favorites, but wasn't like a big box office hit. I mean, I fucking love Johnny Be Good. It could be the greatest football movie ever made. I'm not kidding. I love it so much. And he was great in it. But besides those two, he popped up in Weird Science a little bit, and he was great in that, but just a little bit. He wasn't these guys. And
Well, there's debate. I mean, there's debate over who is in the Brat Pack.
I mean,
and
did they include like James Spader?
No.
not Spader, no. But
So-
Eric Stoltz, they did. They talked about Eric Stoltz.
Being in the Brat Pack?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, it's all based, it's actually based on this article. And whoever was named, right, in this article?
Yep.
Was like in that.
So it was with
Brat
Estevez.
Pack.
So the initial interview was with Emilio Estevez. And he sat down and did this piece, didn't think anything of it. The writer just came up with a catchy title, and it was Brat Pack, and that was it. Now, we've done this for podcasts a million times, right? Some fun, flirty title for everybody, kind of get you interested in it, hopefully, and then you'll want to pop it on and be like, all right, what happened? What's today? Shellshocked by Shifty's death? It's great. Jesse came up with that. We had a lot of laughs. Okay. Jesse was still laughing at Celine Dion before the show started. That's for next year. That's
I
her
was
apology tour for next year.
not
It's totally fine.
Laughing.
Next year's going to be a long year for Jesse and her apology tour. But with that, the Brat Pack, to me, when I watched it, was just, all right, what's a catchy title for this? And then boom, it goes off into the world and they all start calling them that. I never had a negative connotation to Brat Pack, ever. I thought it was cool.
Everybody did.
Right? And that's my issue with this documentary, except there was a couple of them that did not like it. And Andrew McCarthy was one of them.
Well, the brats.
He's just a...
They were being fucking brats. Can I say that?
But he didn't come off... He came off as a dick.
Andrew McCarthy. No, they were being whiny little brats. And Estevez a little bit got there towards the end, but they were all, I guess, so pissed that they were called the Brat Pack, and they disbanded and they weren't hanging out anymore. Anyways, it's worth a watch, but what I will say, the narrative is roll bratty.
Well,
They don't like it.
hang on. Ali Sheedy liked it. Rob Lowe thought it was hilarious and talks about it all the fucking time.
No, Ali Sheedy wasn't. She was good with it.
Yeah.
But she talked about how it was really, really bad at the time.
Right. But Rob Lowe was the coolest, obviously, because he's the fucking coolest.
Because he's done the best. And Demi was
I know.
good about it too. Why? Because she did the
best.
best
Yep.
and looks good, and they're, you know.
And that's the hard thing I have with the hard time I had with this doc. I liked it. I wish there was more people in it. Anthony Michael Hall didn't do it. He was actually on Fly on the Wall podcast the other day, maybe two days ago, and he talked about it. And he just said, "Look, man, I'm doing a bunch of stuff, and I kind of want to move on from that period of my life. I don't want to keep talking about it over and over and over again." And Judd Nelson, who knows? He's like Bigfoot. He exists. He's real. We just don't know where he's at and declined to do it. And they cock tease you with the poster and everything else through the whole goddamn thing, and he's not in it.
Right.
The people, to Jesse's point, who did the best were super fucking cool and had a great time with it. Demi Moore was awesome in this. Rob Lowe was awesome in this. The interesting part was Emilio Estevez saying, yeah, he got Andrew McCarthy out of a movie.
Yeah,
Said,
'cause
I don't want to work with him because I don't want this Brat Pack thing to I don't want to keep doing Brat Pack movies the rest of my life. And I understood it, like, from Emilio Estevez. Like, I understand that, for
Right.
sure. So that I didn't have an issue with either. It was the others where I was just like, man, like Andrew McCarthy just let this thing eat away at him, and I don't really know why. Like, you're cool, you're awesome, you were in the best movies, you should have loved it because all that it provided. They also talked to him about what it provided: endless fucking pussy, endless drugs, booze. Like, he got to do the coolest stuff on the face of the planet. It was like, because you were in the Brat Pack, bro. Like, other than that, what are we bitching about?
I mean, that's how all these assholes are. Rainn Wilson talked about how he was, like, mad that
Oh, yes.
he wasn't getting enough movies while he was on The Office. He didn't think his career was going well. He's on the fucking Office.
When
Yeah.
has that ever worked out for someone where they go against, right, and shun the character that everyone loves them from? When has that ever worked out where people go like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actively getting mad at fans for, coming up and talking about The Office. Actively not, you know what I mean? Doing the things and talking about it. You know where you end up if you do that? Signing your picture from The Office at a Comic-Con later on in life when you realize,
Oh my God, this
Oh,
was the best
shit.
gig of my life. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Although Rainn Wilson, he's doing quite fine now, but I think at the time.
He has actual sitcom money, so he doesn't need to work, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah.
So he can bitch about it all he
Right.
wants.
He's and he can be a fucking
But
dick
you-
about it, but
you know what though? He was watching like Steve Carell and even
Yeah.
like what's his name? Andy Ed Helms had
Yeah.
fucking
Hangover.
The Hangover. In
Oh,
the middle of
yeah.
the Office run,
Bro.
and yeah, like
a lot of those people went on and did some legendary shit where you're just like, God damn, all right. But that's the way it works. That's the way Hollywood works. And if you're not grateful just to get into one fucking movie, just one, because it's so hard to do, I just don't understand the bitchiness of all of this. Like, it is so fucking hard. And then to be remembered, 40 years later for all your rad movies, still to this day, and you're going to fucking mope around town and cry about why they
This
called
all
you.
it really, it put a stain on us, whatever. It's like, fuck off.
No, it's the only thing that people remember is the Brat Pack, and then they'll go back and watch the movies. But it is great, and you should check it out for sure. And yeah, the people who did the best were having the funnest time with it. Emilio Estevez was a hard one, though, wasn't he?
Couldn't figure him out. My gosh, his house in Malibu.
Mighty Ducks money. That Mighty
Oh
Ducks
no,
money.
who was in Was it
Yeah, it was him.
Estevez
It
in
was him. Yeah,
Malibu?
it was
Yeah.
him. And then Rob Lowe's house was fucking insanity. And he was like, hey, they're trying to get a hold of him. And then finally he's like, hey, come, I'm finally back in town. Come on in. And you're just walking into a house that is better than anything you've seen in a movie. And you're like, of course, Rob Lowe lives there.
As
God
you
damn,
should.
dude. I know.
As
great.
he should.
It's great. It's great, but I did miss all these movies, and it makes you realize like how shitty movies are today. Where you're just like, we don't have one of these goddamn things.
Yeah,
Not
but
one.
I will say the Brat Pack, the name came from people our age at the time, being like, these fucking brats making all these movies together and just partying. Like, they hated them, being like, where's Paul Newman?
Right.
Where's all the good movies? You know what I mean? So just move on.
I think their biggest gripe, because they said, one thing he said was, it was the first time that young people were actually ever the leads of movies, which is true. It was like Bogart and all those other guys. And like, I think the 70s was mostly filled with De Niro and Al Pacino and those guys. Yeah. So, like, I understand it. And then he says, everybody who did a teen movie ever since should be grateful for what we did, for sure. Like, there would be, even the teen movies that I was in, there would be no genre, that genre wouldn't exist without them. Their biggest gripe was The Breakfast Club was a fucking hardcore drama where, like, people were giving unbelievable performances across the board.
Right.
And you're essentially in one location for the entire movie. And they were like, well, this is what's different about it and why we should have been treated as better, more serious actors. And maybe they're right to that in that sense. But
there's but the thing is, like, there's no justice in film. There's no justice in entertainment. There's no justice in Hollywood. So anyone that's trying to seek that is going to be disappointed and come off like a fucking thirsty loser.
I agree.
So.
And just be grateful for all your shit, man.
There's no justice.
That's it. Yep. Yeah, just be grateful for it. That's it. Because it'll be over. And Jesse and I's friend from the office, we're very good friends with Bob Vance Refrigeration. In the moments of how big the show was and all that other shit, like he knew it and he loved it. He was like, I hope this goes on forever and all this other shit.
Right.
And even now, some of those people are probably trying to fight to get into the new one. And there is an update on the new one. I think I told you guys there was an Office spinoff that's coming off. It actually starts production next week. It will be out this fall. Thank God, though, they are changing the name from The Office. So the backlash must have been intense, and they were like, all right. So it's going to be called The Paper. I read you the synopsis a few weeks ago. It takes place in a Midwestern newspaper, small town. They don't have enough money for journalists, so they're kind of bringing people in, trying to save this small town paper. Idea sounds awesome. So far, the cast is unknowns. Like, I don't know these people.
Okay.
So it should be fun, and it's the same team, but they did rename it, thankfully, and the paper's fine.
They maybe had to rename it because Gervais maybe didn't want to be involved.
He wants that money. I think he would have taken that money.
He just would have taken it, probably.
I think they probably changed the name to
not pay
get him out of that, to not pay those guys, because that'll eat up your budget. Ricky Gervais was always on record saying, I hope The Office goes for 50 years.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just wanted the money. And he goes, as the greatest job I ever had, I never had to show up for one day. And then I think they finally eventually got him to do an episode. Didn't he pop on for one episode?
He did. He like met Michael Scott in the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is fun. And it's like, hey, thanks for $500 million that you guys made me over here, and I didn't have to show up one day on set.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to The Paper, and at least we have some form of comedy coming out this fall. And I like the fact that it's unknowns, where I don't want to see some of the other people. And I think it could be a good one, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's rare. But I hope they're not ungrateful for it. I don't want to be the fucking paper guy or whatever. No, you definitely do. You definitely do want to be the paper guy. I can promise you that. All right. You had a crime corner this last week. Who was on the show? Crime corner.
The case that we did?
Yeah. Who is the case that you did?
For audio,
who'd you guys do last week, Joel? Do you remember? Is Joel dead? Is that the new crime? Like, am I in on the bit here? And like,
sorry,
you guys,
which
like,
one
Joel
are
is
you?
dead? What came out Wednesday?
On audio?
Yes.
That was the Judy Malinowski, which I already talked about.
Okay.
That was last Wednesday.
Right, that's the last one, right? So can I make a suggestion for the new one?
For the new one on page. So you guys, we record on Patreon. We
Correct.
don't release audio from the Patreon video for 1 to 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're on Patreon, Drinkin' Bros
get the
Podcast Patreon.
Patreon.
You get it earlier. You get it,
Yes.
2 weeks earlier than everybody else. I have a request. That's all I'm saying.
okay,
I have a request.
for our next Patreon.
Yes.
Okay, what?
And tell me if it's too early or not. But I want to hear about those Boston cops up there who are doing crazy shit.
The Karen Reed
Yes.
Karen
That's just
Reed and
my
the Boston-
personal
and the Boston cops.
my personal wish, okay?
Okay.
I know you get it all the time, and people are always coming in the studio. Shit, where were we at? Red Lobster last week, and Eli and Uncle Laser were asking you to do cases.
Yeah.
This one is mine, and I
Yeah.
want to do the Boston cops thing. Where are they at in that? Do you know?
So the prosecution just rested, so now they're starting defense. This case has gone on for a very long time. If you don't know it, really quick, Karen Reed, professor. This is all in Boston. Professor, I think at the college over there, and she's dating this Boston cop. They go out drinking. They like to party. They go out drinking a lot. They
Yeah.
have on video that she's drinking a lot. She drives him to a party, supposed to be an after party. Everyone that's inside the house are Boston cops, ATF, judge, all these people that are kind of tangentially related to law enforcement
Yeah.
in this Boston area.
Yeah.
She drops him off. They get in a fight somehow on the way over there. She drops him off, drives home, is texting him, voicemail, fuck you, blah, 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 whatever. The next morning, he still isn't home. She's freaking out. Drives with some friends back to the house and sees him dead in the snow. And she's like, oh, did I fucking hit him? I mean, she was a blackout. Did I
Yeah.
fucking hit him? The only problem is the house full of cops and family of the cops and nephews and everything at this party are acting super weird, like selling their house for undervalue, rehoming a dog, wiping all of their cell phones in a real wiping cell phones
love
way,
it.
like with FBI. Evidence is collected weirdly. And the defense, their only defense, is that she is being framed. Not, oh, I accidentally, oh, I was blackout. There's levels of manslaughter that she could get if she just said, I fucking don't remember. I swear to God, I was blackout.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So there's levels, and, if there's no malice, if there's no ill intent, whatever, she can get not that much time. But they're going with that they are being framed and that they have evidence that all these people at this party, cops, are framing her.
So the reason why I'm asking you for this one, because I love this shit. I can already see the movie in my head.
Oh, there's going to be a
I
documentary, movie,
all of it.
everything.
You can see all of this happening. It reminds me of like the real life Departed, where you're just like, okay, great. We're all going to get together and everybody's in on this, and we're going to try to figure this the fuck out. Except the cops are sticking up for one another here, and
Although the guy that died was a cop. So.
But was he cool? You don't know what that relationship
By all
is.
accounts, he was a fucking great dude.
Well,
I'm just saying. Well, he liked to drink and fight with his girlfriend, but who among us?
Yeah.
That's how you keep it interesting.
what's the girlfriend saying?
What?
The cop's girlfriend.
Karen
Yeah.
is the woman on trial.
Yes. So,
What's she saying? That she's being framed
that she's being framed by who though?
by by the cops that were in the house
Gotcha.
and just the law enforcement at large.
Yeah.
I think she's even saying the paramedics that came are lying. I mean, she is going full.
Goes deep.
She goes deep into a really, and if true, good for them. She has one of the best lawyers ever from from LA or California, represented Weinstein.
Well, didn't go so well there.
Yeah, but it's going well now.
Lost one out in California. Well, it depends on who's New York attorney is. But,
Right.
yeah.
So it's a fun one.
Who plays her in a movie?
Who plays
Show the-
her?
pop up the real picture of this
She
broad.
is like, who would she be? Those like small faced, an Ali Sheedy, really. If it was like,
Ooh.
if she was, you know what I'm saying? It's like the small faced actresses
just type in her
that
name.
are like very Karen Reed, like you're reading a book.
Oh, look at Jessie. Look at Jessie. She's already in, dude. like you're reading a book.
Everybody's in.
Oh, that's Diane Lane.
No,
Sorry.
no, because she's not. It's like there is a pointy faced, attractive but pointy faced actress that maybe Diane Lane.
No,
yeah.
you got Diane Lane on that. I mean, boom. As soon as the pick pops up, it's Diane Lane. Let's go.
I think probably Ariana Grande.
God damn it, Bob.
You get Chalamet as the cop.
There you go. Ariana Grande is her. Chalamet is the cop.
Yeah.
Who's like in the house full of the Boston cops?
God,
Like,
dude.
Well, Wahlberg certainly.
oh, we need to get an Austin Butler
Yeah.
maybe as
Yes.
somebody,
I mean,
a
what if-
paramedic.
Hey,
Chalamet
Butts.
just plays like 12 different characters.
What if we do Chalamet as like playing brothers?
Yeah, twins.
Yeah.
God.
Chalamet as twins.
The worst. The worst. But I expect Matt Damon to be in this. I expect Diane Lane. I expect Mark Wahlberg.
Maybe a Dax Shepard.
Nope. No.
Ooh, we get a Dak Shepard
Doesn't quite
as
have the
her.
chops for that.
As
Give me-
her.
Serious Dax Shepard.
Who's the
that's an
dude?
Oscar.
Who's the dude? Pull him up.
Yeah, so the
pull up
cop,
the cop.
it's John O'Keefe, I believe.
And let me see that. Oh yeah,
Who do we think?
Tom Hardy. Give me Tom Hardy,
we
dude.
go
I
Tom.
think Tom Holland.
No, we're not doing Tom
I think
Holland,
Tom
dude.
Holland. I need young, hot,
We
live
could
No.
go.
bodies.
Give me.
When I tell you when I tell you she looks exactly like somebody and we're not getting it. Do you know what I mean? Like she looks.
I'm thinking of the best actor. So like right now, Diane Lane is close enough.
I'm
and
just
it'd
saying
it'd be good.
we're missing a doppelganger actor that I'm like, I'll figure it out.
What about a
but,
Casey Affleck for the cop?
Casey Affleck for the
ooh,
cop.
anyone Boston that we know.
And
you know what I
think-
mean?
Let me just be the creative producer here and throw this out. Zendaya as the girlfriend.
Yes.
Change your black.
So we have Zendaya as her. We do a Tom Holland as the boyfriend. You know? Then we have
Yep.
the house full of. There is also like a shifty younger brother that was like the problem.
Why did you have to say that today?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Shifty
He was
Shellshocked died.
shell-shocked
God
younger
damn it.
brother that like was a problem, was like always a problem and
Always a problem?
Always a problem and a liability. You know what I mean?
You know, Boston's kind of overdone. What if we move this to like a New Orleans setting?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that could be fun in the swamp.
Go all black with the cast.
We'll
Viola
go
Davis will play
swamp.
her, and then we'll get Denzel to play the cop, and kind of figure this out. You know. But yeah, I can't wait for this. I'm amped. I want you guys to do it. Are they close to an ending on this or no?
No.
They're not.
I mean, defense.
Defense
is
just
gonna-
rested.
No, prosecution.
Prosecution
just
rested, okay.
Now defense. I think it's the defense is going now.
How
and-
does she obtain her superhero powers?
Right. Oh, is she a Scarlett Johansson? Maybe.
Oh no. We're not putting ScarJo in this with a fucking bad Boston
maybe
accent.
we
I'm not doing that.
Maybe we droopy up her face a little bit.
No,
As
How
we
do we
don't
make
do
that
that.
an origin story for Black Widow?
We don't.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, they'll end up fucking putting some dye in Amy Adams' hair or something
What?
like that.
This is actually perfect. Yeah, no. Okay, this has to be a superhero movie, right? Here's what we do.
Hey, you're right.
Here's what we do.
No,
this
it doesn't.
becomes the origin story for the female Punisher. Okay, so we do get
That makes
Zendaya's
sense.
already in the MCU. We can't use Zendaya, so I think that's why we go back to Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande becomes the female Punisher after her hot boyfriend that she was in love with and is a cop is killed. So
No.
we can't use Holland either. She goes rogue and is like,
Yeah.
I'm taking the law into my own hands.
I like. What
But then
you're
there has to
putting down.
also be like a revenge, fueled by revenge, right? Because
Yeah.
she was
Yes.
framed and almost
clipped with him. Saw something
was like
she shouldn't
put
have
to
seen.
death,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think we nailed it.
No.
Got it.
Everything you guys just said was
Death
terrible.
penalty. She
What-
goes on the
Tom
thing.
Hardy, Diane Lane.
What gets made first?
Yeah.
Oh, in Hollywood?
Yeah, ours.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
we already
Thank
have a couple
you.
offers.
Yeah, you're right.
so we're-
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
sure Bob Iger was making you guys offers throughout the show.
And guys, just spitballing thought cloud, right? So she may be sent to death row, right?
Yes.
Goes and
Yes.
does the whole thing. Everyone's there. All the Boston cops are there watching with the glass. They put something in, right?
To inject her.
And boom.
Lethal
that's
injection.
when, right?
Oh, yeah.
She turns into Venom. Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Is there a female Venom character?
There is now.
We just wrote it.
Boom.
And it's actually we're going to be getting calls, I feel like.
What female directors can we get on the project?
Oh, easily. Greta Gerwig.
Yeah,
Call Greta Gerwig.
You've got to get a let's have her.
Coming off of Barbie, and then this will be her Oscar MCU
But let's have
movie.
a Gerwig with who was the one that did Superwoman, right?
You
Yeah.
mean,
What if we
Wonder
just
Woman?
let Godot
Patty,
have
something?
free reign, you know?
Oh, Patty
She can direct.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
Patty
Oh,
Jenkins,
yeah.
and then let Gal Gadot play
we
this
do
chick.
No. Yeah. But
Yeah.
we do a co-directing, gals working together, gal power.
Yeah, gal power and all this other stuff. So maybe she was framed. We'll find out. But this is my request.
We'll see.
This is my request for
Okay.
you guys.
Okay, I
Put
hope-
it on the board. You don't have a Crime Corner board up here. Joel's back magically. Where was
We're
he?
hoping.
He was gone for
We're hoping.
20 minutes.
And I got the big tagline here. This is the trailer moment.
Okay.
Okay. She's on the fucking table. They're putting this. They're
About to put the-
They're putting the
right.
thing in her arm.
Yes.
And the executioner doesn't really know what's going on.
Right.
He goes, "What are they punishing you for?" And she looks up and she says, "Being a woman."
Oh, bear down. Yeah,
We're
we
ending
played
the
that
show.
music.
No, we're killing this show today.
no.
We're ending this whole show
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
I can't
And then
let
it's
one more of
just
those
a
ideas
whole-
squirt out into the world.
And she's
Nope.
and
No.
she is
This
gonna
shit's gonna be
take
made.
on.
We appreciate you guys tuning
the
in. Go to
Boston
iTunes,
Police
rate the show a
Department.
5-star if you can, and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to
Johnny.
Spotify. It's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. For Jessie Wiseman and her 2025 apology tour for Celine Dion, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.